You've heard of Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, Bernard Arnault, CEO of Louis Vuitton, Larry Page, co-founder of Google, or even Oprah Winfrey. Now she needs a little introduction. But why did I name all these names? What do they all have in common? They're all super rich, multimillionaires and billionaires. No matter how they started, they all used at least some of these savings habits to help them grow and maintain their wealth. You too can easily incorporate these habits into your lifestyle to build wealth and achieve the financial dreams you've always had. But first of all, you have to understand that these people, like most millionaires, aren't born that way. They're often made through daily habits. Your habits are a big reason you're rich or poor. In fact, it's often just 2 or 3 habits that separate those who are financially challenged from the wealthy and the super wealthy, according to Tom Corley, an accountant and financial planner, who interviewed and studied wealthy individuals over the course of several years. So here are 7 savings habits of millionaires that you can also incorporate into your life. Before we start, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Number 1. Be frugal, not cheap. A big part of being a millionaire is avoiding lifestyle creep and focusing on frugality. Millionaires practice frugality as a refreshing way to get the most value out of their money. Being frugal with your money does not mean you ignore all your internal wants and desires. That's being a cheapskate. And millionaires aren't that. Millionaires go for the most value at the most reasonable price. On the other hand, cheapskates go for the absolute minimum price, without considering value. Well, the only value they care about is spending less. That's why they often end up spending more in the long run. How else could you explain driving extra distances just to save a few bucks on groceries from another store? Or spending $30 on a pair of boots and probably buying a new one every few months, when you could have just bought a good pair for $70 that would remain in good shape for a year or two? Millionaires care about getting the best option for their money, not the cheapest option. It's about looking at the bigger picture rather than the quick wins quality over quantity. That could be as simple as searching for vouchers, visiting a thrift store, budgeting, or as modest as planning meals or buying in bulk. Also, millionaires don't see the value of stripping their income away on debt servicing and settlement. Most times they'd save up and only buy with cash rather than credit. In an attempt to improve the quality of their life, they look to cut down on waste and avoid overconsumption. Number 2. Adopt a minimalist lifestyle. Sometimes all you need is to condense your life into a backpack. Now, we don't necessarily mean that literally, but think about this. The sage of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, still lives in the same 5-bedroom house he bought in 1958. He could easily live in any mansion in any part of the world, but he understands a habit that many other wealthy individuals exhibit. Simplicity is key. Living a simple life is the fundamental way to make your life more manageable, both physically and financially. Millionaires adopt a simple lifestyle to maintain less stress, more satisfaction, and more freedom. Rather than buying magazine-worthy items, they focus on buying only items they need, like them. Number 3. Spend smart. Some people struggle financially due to not having enough money as income. For others, it's spending more money than they make, or spending money they don't even have. Millionaires do the exact opposite. They are thrifty with their money. They track their spending and are in control of impulse buys. They buy the things they enjoy and don't fall prey to spending to impress other people or because of a deal. In an attempt to replicate their behavior, consider where you spend your money. When it comes to weekly food shopping, there's generally not a huge difference between the big-name brands and the store brand. Well, apart from the price. Check for recurring expenses that you may not be utilizing. For example, unused gym memberships, demand TV subscriptions, and expensive cell phone plans. If you wasted just $200 per paycheck on these expenses in 2 years, you'll have lost out on almost $10,000. When you think about that, is it worth overspending now? Think about the opportunity cost of saving or even investing those dollars. Number 4. Automate your savings. Saving your money has never been so difficult. We are bombarded daily by one-click shopping ads that are never-ending temptations to spend. This is why over 80% of millionaires have set up automatic savings and investment systems, according to Tom Corley. For millionaires, having one less thing to think about can free up the time they need and lower overall stress. Putting your investing and saving on automatic is one small change that can lighten your mental load and significantly improve your net worth over the long term. This helps keep your savings plan on track, no matter what else is going on in your life, and at the same time, it reduces the temptation to spend while also boosting your savings. Setting up a recurring monthly transfer from your checking account into your targeted savings account could go a long way in the long run. While saving $100 per month may not feel like a lot, it's incredibly valuable, and it adds up when you can continue to put this money away and increase it over time. It can help lessen the stress and decision-making of having to manually move the money. In the same vein, millionaires also have their bill payments automated, whether it's in their investment accounts or on their credit cards. The greatest way to rob your wealth is through fees. Setting up your payments to be automatic decreases the likelihood of having to pay late fees or overdraft fees. Number 5. Prioritize your health. Many millionaires express love for physical pursuits. 7 out of 10 millionaires exercise at least 30 minutes a day. 4 days a week running, jogging, and biking are popular choices, and 9 out of 10 try to sleep at least 7 hours a night. The point is, without a healthy body, everything you work for won't mean much. Millionaires understand the need for sleep, a balanced diet, and exercise. After all, making money is a lot easier and simpler when you're healthy and not being blitzed by healthcare costs. Medical reasons account for 2/3 of bankruptcies in America. You may think that's skewed, but you'll agree that medical costs can be really tough to handle. Millionaires prevent lots of these extra costs by keeping themselves healthy. Prioritize your health by getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and eating a nutritious diet. Number 6. Invest and invest. Some more millionaires invest religiously, taking their savings and investments very seriously. A notable number of them have lived with this habit from a very young age. Becoming wealthy is determined by the gap. This is the difference between how much you make and how much you need to survive. Many wealthy individuals have learned to live without a sizable percentage of their income. This difference is what allows them to pursue different investment opportunities, which is the general financial advice for most people to try to save or invest at least 20% of their income. This amount should be split between your emergency fund retirement accounts as well as any other investments. But it's not just the act of investing that they learn, but also how to diversify their investment portfolios, spreading their investments into multiple asset classes such as cash equity, bonds, or real estate. They make informed decisions before they invest, and they don't simply chase the highest returns. Number 7. Maintain proper financial hygiene. As crucial as frequent hand washing and standing 6 feet apart from others were critical during the pandemic, so is diligent maintenance of your financial hygiene in today's economic uncertainty. Keeping their finances organized and ensuring that they're financially secure is what millionaires know how to do better than the rest. They maintain and monitor good credit scores because they know that that can help them in the pursuit of future investments. They keep an eye on where and how they spend their money by budgeting, cutting unnecessary spending, and paying down any bad debt quickly and efficiently. It doesn't matter how simple these money habits may be, the point is to stick to them. Discipline is key. Without it, you can't build the millionaire financial future you desire. Becoming wealthy is no cakewalk. It takes perseverance, hard work, and discipline. But without vision and desire, it means nothing. Learn to keep your financial house in order and prepared for emergencies so that you can be ready to jump on to any other opportunities that arise. That brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and let us know. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our new content. See you soon. Thanks for watching.